This is a moccasin that my auntie made for me. It's made from hand-tanned smoked moose hide. So you can really smell the smoke in there. It's so good.
Hi, friendos. Welcome to POVme. Small world, big talk. As you might have guessed from my attire, the theme of this episode is well, that's what I get for wearing this old, way too formal dashiki. I've had the same one since I was 13. My mom always tells me, Cody, you grow too fast. It's just a waste to get a new one, because you'll grow out of it. Now it's much better. Life would be so much easier if I could just live like this. My wish will be real for this episode, at least, since it's all about traditional clothes. Smize, but make it high fashion. The Korean finger heart. Huzzah! We look super fly. Vogue, add us. Are y'all excited to talk about traditional wear and their modern reinvention?
Born ready.
I love that dashiki, Cody.
I know, right? I do too. Dashikis are a symbol of pride in African and Caribbean cultures and became widespread in the 60s with the rise of the anti-war movement. They're incredibly versatile as well when paired with the right jeans. They're the perfect fusion. Speaking of which, if you and your fam are heading to a wedding in your community, what fits would you be rocking and how do you feel about them?
I'd probably be wearing a pretty hanbok, like this one. I love hanboks. They're such a statement piece. Yeah, the top is uncomfortable, but the beauty makes up for it. Plus, you could sit and eat any way you want, and your legs and feet at any position.
For me, since I'm Egyptian, we don't really have a specific formal wear. We've been colonized a lot, so I think that ship has sailed. But we do wear like really fancy abayas or gowns or dresses. Also, isn't it fascinating how occasions and holidays dictate the way we dress?
What are your favorite traditional fits? Are they tied to an occasion or holiday? And did you always like wearing them? Or did they change when you grew up?
That's a good question. For me, I didn't really like abayas growing up because I have pretty broad shoulders and abayas usually don't accommodate that. But this Ramadan, I decided to give abaya a chance. There's just so many styles you get to wear, like an open abaya or a belted abaya. So stylish and comfy and easy to pray in. And it became my official Ramadan fit.
I didn't want to wear a hanbok when I was a kid because it was so itchy, but my mom made me wear it for special occasions like Chuseok. It was awesome once I understood how important it was to our cultural traditions.
What about historically? Do all clothes have to have a historical significance?
Usually the bright and colorful hanboks were worn by wealthy upper status people. The more common white cotton hanboks were everyday wear. These days, I think K-pop has helped modernize it quite a bit. The idols wear it on stage and perform with it. I think it's cool to see how far it's come.
History plays such a major role. I know colonization influenced Jamaica's traditional wear as well. Traditional wear in Jamaica is usually bright and vibrant, mixed with Eurocentric fashion designs on cloth imported from India. It's a fusion between African, Indian, and European cultures. But on to the most important question. Can we talk about which one of us would make the best model? Did you know? To the Japanese kimono, colors play big roles. Pastel colors are primarily for summer, dark colors for winter, and bright colors for spring.
Did we invite anyone?
I don't think so.
While gay clashing is on my bucket list, I got an invite from Cody Smiley.
Whoops, my bad, pals. I totally forgot I invited Indigenous fashion designer to prove me right about my modeling prowess. I mean, come talk about clothes. Yeah, that's right.
I'm Switzerland on the best model debate, but I can shed some light on modernizing traditional clothing. My name is Sage Paul. I am Dene Soufflene. I am based in Toronto, but my family is from Patchnak, which is a part of the English River First Nation in Treaty 10. Today I wore these earrings. I don't know if you can see them, but earrings and beadwork is very popular in many Indigenous cultures. I also brought to share with you this ribbon skirt, which is really special to me because it was a gift from a mentee of mine. And it's the colors she chose because they specifically represent her community. This is a moccasin that my auntie made for me. It's made from hand-tanned smoked moose hide. So you can really smell the smoke in there. It's so good.
Those robes look dope. Could I wear them?
Isn't that cultural appropriation?
Ashley is right. Well, some of these pieces are specifically for me because they were a gift, and also ceremonial clothes are very important to respect when you're thinking about what you want to wear. A ribbon skirt, I was taught that it's specifically made for ceremony that you want to go into, and they're very important because they display people's colors. When I was a little girl, I was gifted a name from my elder and seer, and I was gifted colors. So those are very important to me, and that goes into the ceremony that we practice. And often you'll see images of maybe some animals or some flowers, shapes, and sometimes those represent mountains and where people are from. So there's lots of symbolism in Indigenous made clothing. You can see I don't know if you can see on the screen, but there's some stitching on here that are like the blueberry leaves, and there's lots of blueberries in northern Saskatchewan. However, you can definitely wear Indigenous made clothing, but you just have to ask the designer first.
How are they different? Is there a line between cultural appropriation and appreciation?
Exactly. Cultural appreciation is when someone seeks to understand and learn while broadening their horizon and supporting its peoples, whereas appropriation is simply taking an aspect of a culture without realizing its history or the significance, and just not talking to the designer, the people who made that clothing.
I hear you.
That is an incredibly important difference.
Wow. Thanks so much, Sage. That was great. We enjoyed listening.
Anytime, besties. You know how to reach me for any fashion-related emergencies.
Bye. Would you rather only wear traditional clothes with holes in them, or perfect traditional formal clothes that are too itchy? I think it's time we get out of these formal traditional clothes and into something more chill. On 3, let's jump. 1, 2, 3, jump! Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm already in my chill clothes. Ciao, POVme family. Thanks for tuning in. Sweet dreams. Bye.
Bye.